Hi, everyone. On the EQAO test, you're going to find a volume and area questions that are going to challenge your algebraic ability. For example, we're going to take a look at questions 10 and 12 and a few of these questions in a row just now. So here, this fish tank has a volume 24 times x squared times y. And we want to find which one of these fish tanks could have that volume. So let's test one of them. This one here, its volume would be 2y times 3y times 4x. So let's see what that looks like. 2y multiplied by 3y multiplied by 4x. If I multiply the numbers, then I get 2 times 3 times 4, which gives me 24. So that looks like we're on the right track. Y times y is y squared, and x is just x. So this is y squared x, or xy squared, which does not match what we're looking for there. So this one's out. So let's take a look and see if we can find some that might be in. 4 times 6, that looks good, because that gives us 24. And then we will multiply x times y, and that would give us x squared y. So this one here, b, actually looks really good. Where did my eraser go? There it is. So b here, if we do 6x times 4x times y, that will give us 24. 6 times 4. X times x is x squared, and y is just y. So there we go. The answer, B. Okay. And this is a test of your exponent laws. When we take a look at something like 12 here, this one is also looking at your exponent laws. We know that the volume of a box like this, well, we're told what it is. It's 12x squared y squared. So that's the volume. And the formula is just length times width times height. So I know that if I take 2y and multiply by 2x and then multiply by this unknown w, I should get this. So let's take a look at how we can break that down. If I know that the volume is equal to length times width times height, let's put those in. Volume was 12 x squared y squared, and the length here is 2x, times the width, which is unknown, times the height, which is 2y. We don't know this w here, but we can multiply 2x times 2y. That's 4xy. That's 2x times 2y. And then we still have to multiply by this unknown width. What is it all equal to? 12x squared y squared. So, in order to solve a question like this, we're just going to, you can look at it and say, what do I need to multiply 4 by to get 12? Well, w must have a factor 3. 3 times 4 is 12. What do I need to multiply x by to get x squared? Well, x. X times x is x squared. What do I need to multiply y by to get y squared? Well, y. Okay, so then we can look at it and say the answer is 3xy. Oh, there it is there. 3xy down here. But we can also, if we're still unsure, maybe sometimes we'll get tricky ones, we can divide this away on both sides. And this will help us simplify the expression. It's exactly the same as this type of question. If I have 3x is equal to 9, to solve this, because I'm multiplying here my unknown by 3, if I divide both sides of the equation, that's the inverse operation of multiplication. Division is the opposite of multiplication, and it gives me x as the result of 9 divided by 3, which is 3. So here, I'm going to do the same thing, except this time, I am dividing by this expression 4xy. Okay? So these will cancel. Instead of dividing by 3, I just divide by what I'm multiplying by. Over here, I just do the result of 12 divided by 4, which is 3, x squared divided by x, which is x, and y squared divided by y, which is y. And that will be equal to w. So that's how we can find the answer here, 3xy. These next questions might bring you math nightmares, or they might take you to the height of your joy. Okay, a question like this is an opportunity to really test your awareness of algebra and knowledge of area and volume and these types of things. Here, we're told this is a prism, and prisms are regular solids. That means that it's the same shape over a distance. Think a Toblerone bar is like a triangle, and then you extend the triangle in space. So here we have a similar thing happening with this figure here. And we're told its volume, and we're told the area of the base. We know that the height, well, we know that that's unknown. So I'm going to label it here h for height. And I'm going to get a whiteboard out so I can do a bit of scratching. And what I'm going to find is that if I take that base area, oh man, I need to tidy this desk. Oh my goodness. And I extend that base area, which is, here is the shape, 16ab cubed, and I extend that along the height, then I will get the volume. By extending along that height, that means 16ab cubed multiplied by h is equal to the volume, 64a cubed b to the 6. So h must be introducing factors here that when multiplied with 16ab cubed give me the volume here. 16 times 4 happens to be 64. So I know that h has a 4 in it. A times a squared will give me a cubed. Hold on to your hats, people. A multiplied by a squared equals a cubed. Okay, so I know that h must have an a cubed in it. Sorry, an a squared in it. And b cubed multiplied by b cubed will give me b to the 6. Why is this true? B to the 3 multiplied by b to the 3 equals b to the 6. Why? Well, let's write it out. B cubed is the same thing as b times b times b. And if I multiply b cubed by b cubed, then I will have b times b times b times b times b times b. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 b's multiplied by each other. And if that doesn't get you buzzing, then I don't know, maybe you need more bees, or you need honey rather than vinegar. I feel like I'm using vinegar today. Let's use some honey. So this would be b to the 6. The key is we add the exponents. The rule is when multiplying powers of the same base, you add the exponents together to get 3 plus 3 equals 6. But here, we're asked to know this rule so well on the EQAO test that we could do it in reverse. Oh, so this would be b cubed. And then let's go ahead and see if we can find that answer here. Here, there it is, 4a squared b cubed, right here. So that will be the answer that we are looking for. And now let's take a look at another one. Oh, hold on one moment. So we're still rolling. Next question in this list of area, volume, perimeter. The volume of a rectangular prism is 12x cubed. The height is represented by 3x. Which one would be the area of the base? Okay, so here, I'm just going to do my scratch work right here. If the volume is equal to, well, we have this formula here, area of base multiplied by height. So I'm going to just call that area multiplied by height. Height is known, so what I can do to this formula is divide both sides by height, and then I have volume divided by height equals the area of the base, because these h's cancel. Regardless of what they are, they're going to cancel away. Unless the height is 0, in which case the volume is 0, and we're not asking this question about shapes that don't exist. So, let's see. If we take 12x cubed and divide it by 3x, let's write that out. We're going to substitute in here. The volume is 12x cubed, and the height is 3x, and that will give us a. Well, this 12 divided by 3 is 4. X cubed divided by x is x squared. So here, when you are dividing powers of the same base, we just went over multiplying powers of the same base, but if I have x to the 3 divided by x, Well, that will be x times x divided by x. Here, this x cancels that x, basically subtracting that many factors from the other one. The rule is, when dividing powers of the same base, you subtract the exponents. So that will give us our answer, 4x squared. Other types of questions in this vein here, the area of the rectangle is 6xy squared units. If we know that the length is 3x, what's the width? Or sorry, the width is 3x, what's the length? Well, if area is length times width, let's write out that formula. And we know width, but we don't know length. We could divide both sides by width. This width will cancel that width, and you have area of a rectangle divided by its width is equal to its length. Let's just rearrange the formula to your liking. Okay, I know the width is 3x. When I divide 6xy squared by 3x, this x will cancel that x, and 6 divided by 3 is 2. So 2y squared is our answer, and there it is there, 2y squared. So nice that it's multiple choice because it helps confirm our work. And the last one in this series that we'll take a look at, if each side of this cube is 2y centimeters long, what's its volume? Well, let's take a look. If we have a cube, its volume, well, the volume of any rectangular prism is length times width times height. It just so happens that with a cube that length is width is height, so we can just cube those things. The volume is equal to 2y multiplied by itself 3 times. Once, twice, 3 times. So that's why I said exponent 3. When I do that, it's 2 times 2 times 2, so that's 2 cubed multiplied by y cubed. And 2 cubed happens to be 8, so there is our 8y cubed centimeters cubed is our correct answer. That's how many, that's the volume of this thing. Okay, and so these are some of the types of ways that we're going to put ideas like volume together with your algebraic expressions in order to challenge you on the EQAO test. Absolutely hit me up with your questions by email, and I hope your math practice is fruitful today.